Hi folks, welcome to the channel. Right, so to be funny twist at the start of this one. So when I got off the ferry yesterday, I planned on doing a good drive. Because it turned out to be a bank holiday, all the hotels were full and the only hotel I got was an hour and a half's drive. So I decided I would do that and then try to do a big drive the next day. Also, on this drive, a wee thing happens with my fuel. And for anyone who watched 2 videos ago, this is probably connected in some way, if that makes any sense. Alright, so first wee tiny bit is I've just got off the ferry and I'm immediately going to jump to the following day and the big drive. Alright, enjoy.
Day 2.
Hasn't stopped driving south. Rains just get heavier and heavier, completely miserable. And I can't get Molly to go to the toilet. She hasn't done a poop since we left Ireland. So I'm stopping more often than I usually would to get her to go to the toilet. But we're both getting soaked and she's not doing anything.
Day 3.
Day 3. Now, because I didn't get as far as I went yesterday, I've to travel 6.5 hours today. It's 9:30 AM to my next stop to make up for the bad one yesterday. It stopped raining yesterday. It never stopped raining. From I got off the ferry at 3 PM till I went to sleep last night. Not once, just blouncing rain the whole time. It's a bit damp today, but not raining, which is good. Just filled up with fuel. Any kilometre? 546 kilometres to go. I never usually do big drives like that, but forced myself to book the hotel, so all done. The way hotel I stayed in last night was an F1 hotel, and that's what I usually stay in France. And I'll film the one tonight to let you see them, but they're quite cheap. They're only €40 a night, and they usually charge you a supplement for the dogs. The guy last night gave me the supplement back because I like the animals, and I had a lovely meal in a place next door. And I'm not going to film much of the journey, just wee bits and pieces. I think I'll put them all into one video like this. Onward and upward. I'm having problems with my GoPro. Started last week at home. When I leave it alone, come back next morning or whatever, or later the same day, dead as a doornail. And I think I've caught it on a couple of times turning itself on, so it seems to be, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's turning on its own, going flat. I'm using my other wee camera here, but pain in the bum. I wish it had happened a few weeks ago and I got the camera sorted out back at home. And the dogs, they're in behind this. This is a cordon to keep them out of the way, but it's like they're just dead quiet. I keep forgetting they're there. I've just noticed when I filled the car up there, I put more diesel in it than I've always filled it up, and that cost me the most. So France is 190 something per litre for diesel. So I filled it up and it was just under €100. And get into the car, done a wee bit of talking there, I'm driving, and now it's showing us just under 3/4 full, 321 miles left, and I don't understand. Either the electronics are up the left, or it didn't give me all my fuel. I hate to see that it's anything to do with the electronics, because that's what was wrong with the car a couple of weeks ago, a different type of electronic problem, and if that can break, anything can break. No! Last thing you want, anything to happen to your car in one of these journeys. I really experienced that once in a van. It broke down, cost me a fortune, 2 days delay. I'll just have to believe it if it goes down to zero sooner and put diesel in it. Then I'll know if it's been ripped off, because if it fills up again from like 90 or €100, then I'll know. Oh my god. Mile after mile after mile, kilometre after kilometre after kilometre.
20 minutes later.
Right. Update on the fuel situation. It's just fixed itself. Just glanced at it there. And we're full. So I don't know what was going on there. Update on the weather. It's got a lot brighter, a lot drier, bit of blue sky, looking good. I was going to say it's getting a bit warmer, but I think that's just because I have the heater on. But, oh, we're in a tunnel. Sorry about that. Ooh. 5 hours to go. These sorts of drives are boring, like there's no way around it. I have my music up blast and I'm singing away and whatever. You try to turn the sat nav off for a while so you're not noticing the miles get in, but boy, I'm not even halfway through France yet. Right, anyway. The parcel rack, the roof parcel box, that bag thing, whatever, that I put in the boot. So I did have some problems with it as we were leaving. I can't remember if I said that, but tried to put too much in the boot and one of the connectors broke and it just messed it all up. So I put a strap on it and I was a wee bit worried about it. It wasn't sitting in the same position, but it hasn't moved whatsoever. The strap that I put on has been brilliant. So I've been able to get up to full speed. I'm doing at times able to do 130 kilometers an hour, and it's just sitting there solid as a rock. So that's a good relief, because any movement in that I'd have been fixing all the time and having to go quite slow. Weather's getting really nice. 4 hours to go. I have to stop talking. This is just going to be one wee list of statements after another. For as boring as the drive like this is, and for motorway driving, you don't get much prettier than France. Even on these motorways, the countryside's beautiful, it's glorious. The sun out, of course. Everything's immaculate, as I always say. And again, every French person that I've met, even in the petrol station there, I got a bit confused over the diesel pump. And somebody came over and helped me, and the guy last night got charged me for the dogs. And quite a lot of people in France have a certain amount of English, which when you go inland Spain, or even the coastal places, not so many now. Now, budget traveller, so I try to avoid tolls as much as possible. But on big journeys like this, you know, it can save you a couple of hours. But what dawned on me before I started to come this time was, if I'm booking hotels, if I arrive at a hotel and land in the evening and book for the next hotel, I should just check that to see how much the tolls are, if there are any. And on these first 2 legs, I've done that, and it was more or less the same length of time. So I've took the no toll roads. That'll probably change at some point, but usually at the start of a big long journey, if I've decided to take the tolls, I just take the tolls, and this has definitely saved me a bit of money. But the difference, the 2 or 3 hours difference must come into play at some point in time, so there must be roads that I'm not going to be able to avoid unless I'm willing to put up a lot more time.
1 hour later!
Halfway today, so I'm doing well, but felt my eyes starting to get heavy there, so into the next hours and have a wee doze for 10 minutes and a few bits and pieces to get as well. It's nice to be off the motorway for a while, so you go through wee stretches, especially whenever you're not on toll roads. But yeah, it's nice to get off but you don't want it to go on for too long. It slows you down. Just love the French countryside. Always say it reminds me of Ireland, except we're driving on the opposite side of the road. times you definitely think Google's got it wrong. She takes you like down loads of wee roads and all from massive big motorways. But she hasn't. It's always been like this. Well, I don't think so anyway. Everything's immaculate. Everything's lovely and clean, tidy. All the wee villages are all very quaint. And occasional one looks like nobody lives in it. 2 hours to go. Good, big road at last. And this is the final road. This road brings me almost to my hotel. Still a good bit to go, but that's great. 150 kilometres. So, my hotel for tonight, my second night in France, is in Bordeaux. And I've about an hour and 5 minutes to go. So starting to feel chill, you know, big long 6.5 hour drive will be done. Then a thing comes up and says there's a 5-minute delay in this route. No problem. Then a while later there's a 15-minute delay in this route. And then a 20-minute delay in this route. It's now up to a half an hour delay in this route. So obviously there's a crash and there must be a massive tailback. So I'm thinking, oh, for flip's sake, it's probably just going to get worse and worse. And then I thought I'll go in and have a look at the de-click the avoid tolls bit. And I de-click the avoid tolls bit and it says you're now on a faster route and it avoids that. So I don't care how much they charge me at the toll. You can charge me whatever they want. So back to normal. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't have fancied that. I would be sitting dead stop, wondering what time. Always lucky, I'm telling you.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So I've been taken off the toll-free route just now and I can see the traffic and it says still 30 minutes. So if that had got much longer it would have slowed us down as well. But this is only a 1 minute delay. I've only got 17 minutes to go and I still haven't hit the toll. So whenever I do hit it, I can't imagine it's going to cost very much. I came in this way to Bordeaux before. For about the last 10 minutes it's just been all the edge of the water, harbour, industrial, rough. Well, not rough as in, just rough as in warehouses and stuff like that. And it just dawned on me, I wonder why, or are there, but I don't think there's any ferries from Ireland to Bordeaux. Is there any from England to Bordeaux? Because that would not be fantastic, big chunk of the way. But I'm only 5 minutes now from my hotel and still no tolls. So I don't know what Google was at, but thank you. Half an hour quicker. Brilliant. Now there's a bridge. I'm staying in a different hotel. There's two of the F1 hotels in Bordeaux and I've now learnt what one to stay in. And there's a big bridge over there. See it? And the last time I was here I went onto that big bridge. So I was thinking to myself, maybe I've accidentally booked into the same hotel, but now it's turning me away. Where do you see these apartments? My God, I'd be too embarrassed to live there. Don't know about that at all. Right, my hotel's up here somewhere.
Across the water, I smell the song, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the call.
So, I've arrived, destination 2. I think this is about part 4 in my series of moving to Spain. Could be part 5, but tomorrow, hopefully, Spain. I'll do a wee video of this cheap hotel just to let you see it at the start of the next video. It's funny, the dogs are starting to cry. I think they know we're here too. Alright, so I'm going to leave it off there. I don't know how these videos will go down, me travelling down the road. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Love to hear comments. please subscribe if you haven't. About 80% of my watchers haven't subscribed. Come on, just big button. Alright, so I'm going to leave it off there. Until next time, bye for now.